Had some difficulty this morning. I was trying to use the Streamlabs on my phone because then you don't have the reverse video like you guys are getting now. But it just didn't want to, it didn't want to do what it was trying to, what it was supposed to be doing. So we're going to come in here. This is a lot more user-friendly, even though the video is back asswards. We need to do this. I can't do any of this stuff ahead of time. Or I'm not smart enough to do any of this stuff ahead of time. Do that, and we're going to come over here and do this. All right. So we've got these parts that we did yesterday. We did an unboxing, and we've got a few parts. We got lots of stuff. And what's up to Hoffman? And we're going to, I really wanted to go out there and spray paint them before I got to work. But I realized I probably don't need to do that because some of this stuff is still kind of curing-ish. And they're probably going to need a sanding. So I'm going to take a look at everything that I'm probably going to paint. Maybe for the game that we have coming up on the weekend. We have a game scheduled on Saturday. I don't think I'm going to film it because it's still a new player. Mitch and I and a new player. And I don't think I'm going to do that. But and that's assuming I end up going, because it's still kind of up in the air. There's, I got a bad feeling about this weekend, let's put it that way. So. I think that one might be too thin. Wait a minute, I don't use my... That's probably the one I want. That's way too gritty. These are way too gritty. Oh, we found some more green stuff, okay. That should be fine. I think all of those... That one makes no difference. It's too fine for this. When I condensed all this, I put way too gritty. I put this all in the same box as the sheet magnets. So. All right. So we have this oil slick thing here. Oil slick, glue, something, you know, any of that. Glue spill. Let's, is this the same grit? Yeah. All right, and it's a little bit, does it lay flat? Oh, it doesn't lay flat. It's close. So we're just going to sand this. It's going to help in here. This is just ready for priming. Actually, like this grip. And if I do end up using this for oil or glue or something like that, certainly for glue, we're going to end up using some just over it, you know, so you can see it. Like this will be like the base color of it, and then there'll be other stuff on here. And is there one side I'd rather use over the other? Let's just sand both sides. It only takes a moment. It's actually working really well. I was considering not doing this, but I'm like, you know, with it being not washed and not sanded, that's a recipe for things not sticking as good as they could. Didn't say it won't stick, just won't stick as good as it could. Okay, there we go. And this is the size it is. Unfortunately, they both have the same shape. Now, they're symmetrical. So let's say you have two of these. I'd probably flip them, but like I said, they're going to have stuff on them to make them look different from each other. I only bought one of these type of things from the different kinds. So if I'm not really happy with them, I didn't have like a really big investment in it. But so far, some of these pieces aren't cured really well, which I think that happens with all the 3D printers. Not a big deal. Wow, it's taken the grit off. Yikes! I've never seen that before. Well, this is a clear sheet. It's on a clear sheet, so as soon as you see the grit come off, you're left with, like, you can see through it kind of thing. Oh, and I never did go online and see, well, I went to fucking bed after the show. I was exhausted yesterday. But I'll have to check and see if that one thing that I bought from them that was not very well printed is shown that same way online. Everything else, and I got like 11 or 12 or 13 items, 13 different packs. Everything else was solid. It was just that one item that was extremely primitive. All right, and we're going to wash these and leave them out on a paper towel to dry till I get back home. Tear brush. It's got like a little three-dimensional stuff on there, a little bit. Almost like it was sitting on top of something else. Like something was laying on it. No big deal. Okay, those two are done. Ready to be primed. We have these mines, which come in a 4-pack of mines. There you go. It's kind of visible like that. And obviously we can't say them. These are, the mines would be gone. See, I guess this is the bottom of them. Let's take some of this off to see if we can get them a little bit less slippery. And this might be one of those situations when we put it on the board, we'll want to use little pieces of stickum. Very small little pieces to kind of keep them from moving. Heck, maybe one will do it. Yeah, just kind of hold it in place. All right. Do the 4 cars lay the mines, or is it like a map hazard? The cars lay the mines. They can. And certain things, and I don't know which ones. Some of them last the whole game, like the smoke lasts the whole game. So you drop a of smoke, and the whole game it's there. And they say, well, it takes several minutes for it to dissipate, and the game isn't several minutes long in real life. Yeah, this is, all hell is happening to this thing. I'm going to have to fire up a little vacuum cleaner for this. Well, I'm not going to use any new cars in the game. I mean, hell, we've got several that haven't even been used yet. Okay, here's the caltrops. If you just have one vehicle, for instance, that lays caltrops, you need 3 of these because it has 3 ammo. The caltrops may be, I don't want to go look at it right now, but the caltrops may be one of those things that you lay it down, and as soon as somebody engages in them and it does its thing, it picks up. I believe the Caltrops is the one that does that. I know smoke lasts the whole game. What else do we have? We have napalm. Napalm is another drop thing. Glue. Glue seems a really bad value. Now, I'm going to have a car that has glue. It's probably going to be a clown car. Y'all traveling? No, we don't usually travel for Thanksgiving. But man, Thanksgiving seems like a lifetime away. There's so much. There's so many issues that I have to deal with at work before Thanksgiving. You know, it's not something I can just like, kick ass and do now. And it's constant adjustment. This week is going to be so challenging. I don't know if I'm going to play on Saturday. So we'll see. I have my bar set low, thinking I'm not going to be able to. So we'll just see how it goes. Okay, here's the other two droppers here. This is the standard template. I can get it open. The standard template and one with it's blank. I was originally going to get like 4 packs of these. I'm like, oh, hold on, let's get the ones that are already pre-made. And I can always use these and trace them around something like this and then cut this out and use it as a blank. Like I wouldn't want to use this as something that has like mines on it. But as a blank, what I mean by a blank, like when there's smoke being put out, like here's a smoke. When the car's over it, you can't have this thing because it's overlapping it. So you just take the smoke off and then you use this. And then when the car is off of it, you go and put this again. So. No, we don't usually travel for Thanksgiving. We haven't in a long time. Never really. I think we've gone down to Miami a couple times. That's where my wife's family's from. But it's been a while. It's been a while. And if we travel anytime, it's between Christmas and New Year's. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, man. Don't wish for the wrong thing. Who cares? It ain't gonna come true anyways. I wonder if somebody's done that. You're like, okay, wish for your birthday, and they're like, I'm gonna screw with the fates. I'm gonna wish for something really horrible to happen to me, and then it happens to them. It's like, son of a bitch. I'm sure somebody's done that before. Probably a bad idea. Tempting the fates. All right, now here's the thing that I got that I should not have gotten it. I'll take all the improper English, please. And this is actually poked little holes in the plastic bag because these are really aggressive. We have what's supposed to be napalm, although it looks like little crystals or something like that. Little mini stalagmites. And caltrops, which are extremely pokey. They're so pokey, I don't know if I can lay it down to sand it. Anyhow, this is how they came. Now, I really haven't even looked at the rules. I know that I need these weapons. I don't worry about rules of stuff that I haven't used yet. We worry about them when you use them. I believe this can't be this size. This has to be this size. This is like the smallest size. So if that's the case, I'm probably going to take this and then cut a piece of this out of this so it's thin, and then glue this on top of it. Right? And then you can put, then I can put some spackle or something like that to mesh it in with it. Same thing with the fire. And I don't know why. This is just a different design that he had. you know, these work just fine. So like if I needed to get more, I don't think I will. You know, there's no reason to get more of this kind. I can just get more of these because they already come mounted on the stand. But the flames, there's actual little flames. So there's some value in that. And then this is glue or oiled or something like that, which I think isn't going to work because I believe glue and oil are both on this template. But I figured, you know, let me grab it, see what it looks like. These look really cool. And it doesn't cost me any more shipping because I'm ordering it with this other stuff I was going to get anyways. You know, it's like $2 or something like that. I don't even know if it's $2. A lot of his stuff is really, oh, I'm sorry, I'm assuming it's a he. Yes, I am. Is inexpensive. Really, considering. Okay. What else do we have? Oh, of course we have the smoke. Now the smoke, I don't know if it came up in the video really that well, is, let's see, let's turn this on, see if this is any better for you guys. Not so much kickback. Maybe I get farther away from it. There we go. See how it looks like Minecraft? It's not smooth. It's all like a bunch of little, you know, little, it's all angular. Now, I'm just surprised by it. I'm not necessarily saying it sucks. Now, with that said, I wonder how it would take to this. Now, I got to go lightly because I don't know how thick this is. And we don't want to go through it. Much improved. So this is what you do. Well, you might want to make it look like Minecraft. I didn't know how thick this was going to be, if it was solid. It's not, it's hollow. Fine. It'd probably warp a lot if it was like solid, I don't know. If this ends up being a hit, I'll probably get more of these. But smoke stays on for the whole game, right? So if you got a car that lays smoke, like this one, it has an ammo of 3. So it can lay 3 of these, and they'll stay on the board the entire game. So if you have more than one smoke vehicle, you can have a lot of smoke out there. Now the reality is if you're playing something like a death race, wherever you end up dropping this, once cars are past that point, it doesn't really serve much of a purpose. I do have cotton wool, but the problem is, and that's what I used last time, is it likes to move a lot. So, I mean, this is really relatively inexpensive, and this is going to look good. Because it's mostly going to be black. It's going to be like black smoke. I got tons of cotton stuff, or synthetic fibers or whatever. And what you end up doing is you end up using this as a template, and then you put some cotton on it. And then you take the shit, and you know, it's not glued on it. And then you take it off, and then you put the car, you know, when it's overlapping. And okay, the car's not overlapping anymore. Okay, so then you put the stuff back on. So it's just for looks. You know, this can literally just sit on top of it. Oh, the car's coming? Okay. All right, the cars are gone? Okay. So depending on how good this looks, I'm probably going to get more of these. Now, I'm going to try to remember for the game to bring my explosions, my big fiery crash things, to use as the fiery crashes. Because they're not getting a whole lot of use in my World War II thing. I mean, that's what they're for, with little tea lights and stuff. They should be right here. Yeah, here's one of them. Dim the lights, garçon. Oh, crap. The lighter's... It's over here. Let's see which one of these lights I can kill and you guys can still see. There we go. I'm going to kill this light here for a second. Yeah, so this, this is like for explosions and stuff like that. It's really for my World War II stuff. And it's one of those tea lights. This is the same thing that's on top of the Crash and Burn Cantina. Except I did not want smoke on top of it on purpose. It's just a sign, dude. It's not a real flame. This is a real flame. So I have 7 or 8 of these that I made with that synthetic stuff. I got tons of it left over. But it likes to move around, And I was getting this stuff from this guy anyways. I'm like, well, let's see what he's got to offer. He might have a product that is just awesome. And I'm like, why haven't I been doing this all along? Now, it looks like it's still got some spots that are Minecrafty. Not bad. I think it'll end up looking just fine. I didn't want to just be like, oh, I'm fine with the wool stuff. I don't want to get this stuff, guys. I might think this is great. So we'll see. We'll see how it paints up. I think I'm going to like it. I think I'm going to like it a lot. What else are we going to have? We got these unexploded bombs. I think we can prime them as well. I mean, if I'm going to ruin my airbrush by running the black primer through it, I might as well prime a lot of stuff. I got more of these plastic bags I don't know what to do with. Literally, I don't know what to do with them. All right. Now, these fins, some of them are a little warped. But, it doesn't matter because this thing fell out of the sky and luckily didn't go off. So that's the impact of this. Just made it look like this. Now, this one happens to be hollow. These are solid. This could be another cantina that has bombs stuck in the top of it. And it looks like really inexpensive. It's expensive if you go and order. Let me just order that. And you have to pay shipping. You have to pay $7 or whatever shipping for a $2 item. I don't think this is more than $3. I know it wasn't. That came off nicely. Now, no more cars are going to make it into the game. As a matter of fact, the last 13 that I did will not be in the game. I'm not making cards for them in a rush like that. And literally, to get them on Saturday would be a rush. One of the persons hasn't played any of the cars I had, and Mitch hasn't played about 8 of them. It's not like we're even tired of the ones we played. It's not like, oh, that thing again? Okay. So that's ready to go. Is there anything else that needs to be done for the game? No, I think that's it. I think that's what we're going to prime. I thought I was going to be able to prime this morning, but I realized I better do this. I better do this now. So we're going to take these to the sink. We're going to rinse these off. We'll let them dry on a paper towel, and then they'll be ready to go when I get back from the salt mines this evening, and we will airbrush. All right, folks, thanks for stopping by. We'll guys see you on the next one. Bye-bye.